Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Y'all please excuse me if I'm doing a lot of sniffling. I am a little bit under the weather, not a lot, just a little bit. Picked up a little cold here. Probably start first feeling a little crazy on Saturday. And kind of got the best of me yesterday. So I left work a little early. Then today, I just stayed on home. So y'all forgive me for the way that I sound. At any rate, I'm glad to be back. Today we are going to be doing a soft glam look, which I love to do. And so right now I'm just priming my skin. I just put some Vaseline under my eyes. I don't know if I previously told you guys that I've been using Vaseline instead of, eye cream to prep my under eyes, because I do like to use powder sometimes under my eyes. And so when you're going to use a powder, you definitely want to use an eye cream. And I do anyway. At my age, I need to use an eye cream because my under eyes, they are kind of dry sometimes. But if I put that Vaseline under there, honey, when I tell you Scott Barnes, he did his big one when he told everybody about that Vaseline. But I had been thinking about that though. And I promise y'all, no lie, I had been thinking, I said, I wonder because I think I was using a product and it kind of reminded me of Vaseline. And I said, this looks like some Vaseline. And I said, I wonder if I use Vaseline, will it do the same thing? And then next thing you know, here comes Scott Barnes saying, go ahead on and use that Vaseline, girl. Anyway, y'all, I'm just doing a little color correcting. And for my primer, I use the Bobbi Brown. Y'all know the trusty Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. And then, of course, I use the Cali Ray Primer on just the front part of my face where I have a few small pores. Right now I'm using that MAC palette, and it has a corrector in it, and I use that just around the bottom half of my face. I'm using, also today we're going to be using the Soft Lit Foundation by Fenty, that new one that she came out with. Oh, I got a lot in there. I didn't really need that much. Ham there. But anyway, yeah, that foundation is so good, y'all. I'm in the shade 250. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the shade 250. And so, yeah, I love it. I love the way that it dries down. It has such a beautiful, when it sets down, it's really, really nice. And so, yeah, I'm just putting that on. And I have a damp sponge. Anytime you see me using a sponge, it's going to be 9 times out of 10, it's going to be damp. Because I like to dilute my foundation a little bit. I don't like it to be real thick. And by using that damp sponge, it just allows me to kind of thin it out a little bit. But yeah. I went to Ulta. I think, when did I go to Ulta? About 2 weeks ago to pick that foundation up, because I had said that I was going to get it, and I never did. I think I had tried it on. That's what it was. I tried it on, and I said, "Oh, this is a good match." And I said, "I'm going to have to come back and get it." And I got the About Face foundation instead that day. And I know a lot of people like the About Face foundation, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. I think it was too drying or something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't use enough primer or enough moisturizing primer or something that day. I don't know. But at any rate, I didn't like it, and I took it back and got the Fenty. And I like that Fenty much, much, much better. And yes, I'm just going ahead on and patting that in. I got on a lot of primer, y'all. I got on my sunscreen, but I have to though, because I can't stand for my skin to be dry. Like, when you get through putting on all your makeup and then you put your powder on, if you don't moisturize or do enough skin prep, you know, your skin, it'll just look cakey. And I'm not about the cake face life. I tell you, I like for my makeup to look like skin. That's what I like. And I usually don't use this much, but I'm doing this today for y'all because I'm doing this soft glam. And when you're on camera, you know, you kind of need to use a little bit more in order for it to show up the way that you see it on camera. Oh, look there, I got it all in my hair. Sorry, y'all. I got just blocking my face with the doggone mirror. Yep, bringing it all down my neck so that it won't be any line of demarcation. Okay, so now we're going ahead with the concealer. Y'all know my move. I use the Dior Forever Correct in the shade 3 Warm. I also use Natasha Denona too, but I didn't bring that downstairs. But I have that as well. But the Natasha Denona, it's more so, I think I don't know, I think I want to get a lighter shade in that. You know, I could wear it, but it's just it's got a lot of orange in it. And I don't really like that when it comes to my concealer. So yeah, I just mixed that concealer with that Fenty brightening, I think it's called Brightener, the Fenty Brightener, something like that. I'll put it in the description. And I think it's the shade 01. It's the brightest one. And I mixed it with that 3 Warm just to give me a brighter shade there. And I'm just putting it under my eye. I'm sorry for blocking the camera, y'all. I really didn't realize I was doing that. Y'all know I'm a little under weather, so I might be kind of doing things a little different. I'm just putting a little bit more of that brightener in there because I needed a little bit more for the other eye. Yeah, but I needed this day. I'll tell you, I needed to rest because, getting up early, going into that office every day when you're not feeling good. And then I told y'all I have to drive a whole hour and a half to get to work in the morning. It's not easy, you know? And then just imagine if you're not feeling good. It's really not easy. So yeah, I went ahead and took the day off. I would have worked from home, but you know, since this is my week in the office, you know, I guess they didn't want me to work from home. I don't know. But it is what it is. It's okay. I'll be home next week. All right. So what we got going on there? Okay. So now looks like I'm doing my brows. I use that Benefit brow pen. I think that's the name of it. I'll link it again. I'll link it in the description. And I also use the Benefit brow gel. And I like that gel, but you know who got some good brow gel? And I'm going to have to get some more because I have not. I had some and I used all of it. I need to get some more because that's the best one. That holds my brows down better than any of it. And that's the Refi. Refi has some really good gel, but the only thing that I had a problem with, if you are somewhere, if you're working out or if you start sweating, it will start getting white. Your brows, you can see, you know, that white film in your brows. That's the only thing that I didn't like about the Refi. So that's probably why I hadn't got any more. But I am going to get some though, because I did like it. It does a good job. It lays your brows down. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm putting some more concealer. Oh yeah, y'all getting a treat today. I didn't come to play. We're going full glam, full soft glam today. Okay, so now I'm just lining up my brows. Get my brows in order. And I started to do this off camera, but I was like, no, let me go ahead and do this on camera because I don't think I did a brow routine for y'all. And I don't do much to my brows because my brows are just thick. I shaped them up earlier today. So once I shape them up, I just, you know, go in there and just you know, fill them in a little here, a little bit there. And that's it, because I have pretty thick eyebrows, like naturally. So I just make sure I shape them up, and then I go ahead and line them with that brow pencil. And then I'm good to go. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and blend. We're going to go ahead and start blending in our concealer. This is the fun part. I know because it looks so crazy at first, but when it all comes together, it looks so nice. And make sure that you use your damp sponge. I'm still using the same damp sponge I was using before. And make sure you just blend everything in good. And tap, don't rub. Make sure that you're tapping and not rubbing. All right. I think I'm probably looking for my cream bronzer. And I'm going to be using that Tom Ford cream bronzer. And it's going to be in intensity number 2. Yeah. I figured that was the next step. I usually would use number 1, but since it's summer and I'm a little tan, I'm going to go ahead and use number 2. Both of them are so pretty. And I'm using my trusty Patrick Ta sculpting and bronzing brush. I love that brush, y'all. Ooh. That brush right there, that's all you need. If you're trying to do some contouring and not concealing, but some contouring or some bronzing. Ooh, that brush right there, it's going to stamp it on. And it's going to look so nice because you use one end to stamp it on, and then you use the other end to kind of blend it in. Yeah, I'm trying to get, show y'all so y'all can see. Because I know sometimes when I'm looking in the mirror, I forget y'all can't see. I can see, but y'all can't see. But y'all should be able to see this side pretty good. And always, use your hands and stuff. When you're using this makeup, always test it out and dab some off on your hand, before you put it on your face, just to make sure that you're not applying too much, I had to make it a habit of doing that, because if you don't, you're going to be using too much product. And I'm letting it stay in. I'm not editing it out, because I'm human and humans make mistakes and drop stuff and all kind of stuff. So y'all will see that. Okay, so now it looks like I'm just going under my chin. I forget what they call that, but that's what I'm doing. I don't do that much. I just decided to do that for y'all. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on those cheeks. For the hollows of the cheeks, rather. So when you're doing a soft glam look, a full glam, and you want you want to do a lot of brightening, don't too much worry about, that it's looking too bright, because when you're using your bronzers and all of that, by the time you get through using all of that, everything is going to start coming together and looking cohesive. So don't even worry about that. So this is the YSL bronzer, and I wanted to use this particular bronzer because, see, I'm wiping some of that off on the back of my hand. I just always do that. It's just a habit, because just want to make sure that I'm not using too much, because I think I'm going to use too much of this by mistake in a minute. But that's shade number 3 of the YSL bronzer. But I want to use that one because of it's very matte, and soft glam causes for you want your look to look matte. All right, this is my favorite part. Like one of the most favorite parts of my makeup application is bronzing. I love bronzer, y'all. I love blush. Blush is my favorite. Blush is my absolute favorite makeup category. Then immediately after, it's gonna be bronzer. Really, I mean, what? And you know what? That's probably maybe the next video that I do. Maybe we will go dive into my bronzer collection because y'all gonna be like, this woman need her behind whoop. All these doggone bronzers she got. Like, what is she gonna do with all these bronzers, y'all? I'm addicted. Okay, yeah. So look, y'all. That is the Jaclyn Hill Loose Setting Powder. And it's the brightest one that she has. I will link the exact name. But listen here. That stuff is so good, y'all. What I'm showing y'all right now, though, is the Daniel Sandler liquid blushes. Those are so good. I love those. And they are so pigmented. And I think that's the shade Glamour. Again, I will link it. But those are so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. Those Daniel Sandler blushes, liquid blushes, and they last. Look, watch this. And they so pigmented, y'all. I mean, whoo, I love those. So I'm applying those to my cheeks, the Daniel Sandler liquid blush in the shade Glamour to my cheeks. And I was going to use a pink shade because I know, I like a little pink sometimes when I'm doing soft glam. But because my shirt had like a little bit of a orange shade, I said maybe I need to do something with a little bit more of a terracotta, And that Glamour is kind of like it's not coral, maybe like a pinky orange or something. It might be a little terracotta. It's pretty. I know that. That's what I do know. Yes. See, it's kind of like a little terracotta in there. But it's a beautiful blush. I have 3 of those blushes. And I want to get, I think it's about 2 more shades that I want to get. But yeah, so I'm just blending it in. And don't be afraid, y'all, when y'all doing your makeup, something don't look like it's blended in. Just go take that same sponge that you used for your foundation and your concealer and blend it right on back in. Yep. And make sure you're taking your time. I always say that when you're doing makeup, give yourself plenty of time and do not rush. So what I'm doing right now, y'all, I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Hill powder. I like to put my loose setting powder on first and then apply my powder blush. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm applying this Jaclyn Hill loose setting powder. And I put a little bit on my hand first. I do that with everything, y'all. Because you have to, just to make sure that you're not putting on too much. So I tap a little bit of it on my hand. And I still got too much. To me, that's too much. But, it is what it is. Tap a little bit on your hand. And then go ahead and set your under eye. Like me, I like a really bright under eye. So, I'm going to put that stuff on there. I'm going to put it on there. And I'm going to put however much I want to put on there. Okay? Because I like it bright. And so at any rate, that is what I am doing right now. I'm putting on my Jaclyn Hill loose setting powder. And you know what? I know that she went out of business. But she had a lot of good products, y'all. She had a lot of good products. And this is the only one that I have of hers. And I got this from Macari because I heard somebody else ranting and raving about it and they were using it. And I was like, I got to get that. And so I finally found it on Macari. And then they say she has a really nice bronzer too. Every time I try to get that one, I can never find the shade that I want. But I'm going to keep looking until I find it. I know I'm going to have to get it on Poshmark or Macari. But at any rate, what I was getting ready to say is that, okay, so that's the Sonia G powder brush that I'm using. Somebody said that she's getting ready to rebrand. And I forget who said that, but yeah, they said Jaclyn Hill is getting ready to come on back out with some stuff. And I'll be glad if she does, because you know I don't have any problem with Jaclyn. I know that she, you know, has been caught in a few lies or whatnot. But you know, I mean, who haven't? We all human. We all make mistakes and say stuff and do stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, the woman is good at doing makeup, and she's a damn good salesman as well. I mean, and her makeup products were good. I know she has had a few things that, you know, she has done that people don't like, but everybody deserves a second chance. So hopefully she does come on back out with something else, and maybe this time she'll learn from her mistakes, and she won't do the same things that she was doing before, and that she'll just have a legitimate business and go into business with the right people this time. And so what am I doing? Oh, okay. I'm just using another powder brush that I have. That's that Hourglass brush. I love that brush, y'all. That dual-ended Hourglass brush. Ooh, I love it. That brush, you can do so much stuff with that brush. Okay, so it's blush time. Who knows what kind of blush I'm using? It's the Givenchy. Is it Givenchy or Givenchy? I just say Givenchy. It's the Givenchy Sienne Organza. Or is it Organza Sienne? I think it's Organza Sienne. Ooh, look at that brush. That is my absolute favorite blush brush ever. Y'all, that is a Charotte brush. It's not the blush brush though. It's the it's one of those Charotte squirrel brushes, and I will again put that in the description. That brush I got from Charotte, and it's squirrel hair. And y'all, when I tell y'all that brush puts blush on like a dream, because you don't have to worry about it putting too much. It's just going to put it just right, and it's going to put it on your cheeks so nice. You see how it's just gliding on? Whew, I love that brush. It's so nice. And I want it. They have another one. I believe the other one is called look at me, I'm so sick. I think the other one is called just like a blush brush or something like that. Going back in, blending. And I think it's called like is it called a blush? It's not called a blush brush. It's called something. I will find out and I will link it. Okay, so it looks like I'm putting the remainder of my cake because I can't waste it. Okay, yeah, so we're going ahead on and using our MAC Fix Plus. Trying to you know, just blend in some of these powders on my face. Let everything get blended into the skin with that MAC Fix Plus. That's what the MAC Fix Plus does, y'all. It's not a setting spray. What this does is melt all of your powders, and so that it will look like everything is just coming out of your skin, and it won't look like a cake face. Especially when you're knowing that you're using, like how I just put all that powder on my face. I have to use MAC setting spray with MAC Fix Plus when I do that. And right now, so what I'm doing right now, excuse me, y'all, that's the Lisa Eldridge eyeliner that I'm using. And I'll let y'all know what shade. I put everything up, so I don't have everything in front of me right now. But that's the Lisa Eldridge eyeliner, brown. It's a brown eyeliner pencil. And I'm just putting that all over my lid. Because when I do the soft glam, I'm going on my eyelids with nothing but brown, or maybe it's gonna be some kind of brown, light brown, milky brown, but it's gonna be brown. And so I like to use a pencil sometimes because, and I'm really just doing this for y'all because unless I'm going out, I really don't do this, because when you do this, what this does is when you use a pencil and then set that pencil with your eyeshadow, all that does is makes it last a long time, and it gives you a lot of opacity. Like you're going to really see that brown versus if I was to just use just a regular brown eyeshadow instead of using it along with that pencil. It's gonna really make a difference, and it's gonna last a lot longer too. And so now I'm just putting on some eyeliner in my I'm just putting it on my lower lash line there. Okay, looks like I'm probably looking for a brush, a smaller brush. You have to go ahead and blend that, because that's another thing I love. I love a blown out lower lash line. Ooh, I just love that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Pretty brown eyes. Ooh, let me stop. I got this cold. Oh no. Can't see to y'all right now. Okay, so I'm just blending that in. Yeah, I've been taking some Mucinex. I did go to a teledoc yesterday. Excuse me, y'all. And he prescribed me some amoxicillin. As he said, he thinks I have a sinus infection. You know, when you do the telehealth thing, you just tell them what's wrong. They're not there to really just do a whole lot. But at any rate, I told him how I was feeling, and he said he think I had a sinus infection. So he prescribed me some amoxicillin. So that's what I'm taking. And also I bought some over-the-counter Mucinex. That's the only thing I buy when I have a real bad cold. That Mucinex is going to get you where you need to be. And I'm looking for something. I don't know what. What am I looking for? Hold on a minute, y'all. That's my timer going off. All right, I'm back, y'all. I had to go see about my chicken. I'm making some baked chicken, some spinach, and some yellow rice. And some corn. And my husband wanted some corn. I'm like, I like corn, but you know, I like fried corn. Y'all, I'm a Georgia peach. I'm from the South. You know, if I'm gonna eat some corn, I want the real deal. I want me some fried corn. But the corn in the can, I don't really do that like that, because it's not really a vegetable, and I need a vegetable, especially when I'm already having rice. I can't do a rice and corn. That's just like doing two starches. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury quad that I'm using. It's 4 matte shades. I've had this so long. This is like one of my favorite quads here. And so at any rate, what I'm doing is I'm just setting that eyeliner pencil that I just put down. I'm just setting that with that eyeshadow. And don't worry, I will go ahead and link the exact name of that quad that I'm using there. But it is so pretty. I love it. I love that. And I'm going in with that cream, that off-white shade there that's in there. And I'm just going over the lid with that. And let's see here. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I'm just go ahead and changing that, cleaning off that brush. And that little thing right there, y'all, that is like one of the best things I have ever purchased when it comes to makeup brushes, cleaning your makeup brushes. This is called the Color Cleaner Makeup Brush Cleaner Series. It's so nice. I love it. And it comes with this one. And it has like that one that you saw that was inside that I was cleaning off. It looks like a little Brillo pad. And I'm just going up under the under eye with that brown eyeshadow there, just blowing my lower lash line out a little bit more. But anyway, yeah, it looks like a little Brillo pad, and it comes with like 3 of them. And you can reuse them. You can wash them out. I mean, you can just like take a little bit of liquid soap and wash it out. It's great. I love it. All right, so what are we doing? Okay, so we're going back over the other eye. We're setting that other eye with some of the Charlotte Tilbury there. The Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. Okay, and y'all, that is, I just got that this year. That is the Hourglass Sculpting Palette. And I love that thing. It has a bronzer in it. It has I want to say it has a highlighter. And then it also has some of their finishing powders, which I love. Okay, y'all. Talk to y'all later. All right, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to my channel today. Welcome or welcome back. Just wanted to drop in here and just say a few final thoughts about my soft glam tutorial. I hope you all liked it. I do soft glam a lot these days. I don't really do a lot of shimmer eyeshadow. I basically, sometimes I just put some bronzer in my crease and go on about my day. But yeah, this is what I usually do now. I usually just do a little soft glam look. Sometimes I'll do some shimmer looks though, because I'm not going to abandon all my eyeshadows that I have and just do simply soft glam. So I do still use some of my eyeshadow, but just not as much as I used to. Some of my shimmer eyeshadows rather. And yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I was talking to somebody. And it just seems like people don't wear as much shimmer eyeshadow as they used to, and myself included. But I'm going to continue to wear. I'm going to start the trend back. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I am going to start back wearing it though, because I have a lot of it. And another thing I wanted to tell y'all is my lip. I have on the Charlotte Tilbury and Pillow Talk 3. And I have on the Hourglass, my favorite lip combo. Hourglass and Trace. And then most of the time I use the Buxom pencil, but I don't know where it is. In Creamy Chocolate, lip liner pencil in Creamy Chocolate with Trace. But this looks good with it too, so I might just start using these two together. But anyway, I'm going to be linking all of the products that I use. I'm going to list them, so don't worry about that. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel. It means the world to me. I want to ask you guys to please subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting out. If you want me to continue, please go ahead and subscribe, and please like the channel. When you not like the channel, please like the video, because when you like the video, it gives others, YouTube says, okay, people like this, let's show it to other people. And that's what it does. When you like the video, it gives others the opportunity to see it as well, which helps me to grow. And that's the reason I'm here. I want to grow. I'm here for you all, and I'm also here because I want to grow as a channel. But at any rate, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I have a slight cold, so I'm off today. I didn't go into work today because I was sick yesterday. I had a little slight fever. I went yesterday, but I left early. So I feel much better today than I did yesterday, but you know, I still having a little remnants. I've been taking like Mucinex and, you know, drinking tea, doing all the things. But I'll be back in the office tomorrow because I ain't using up all my sick days, because I know winter is coming. Look, like Game of Thrones, winter is coming. So, you know, I got to save my little sick days. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.